Welcome back, everybody. We've been talking about the forecast. Man, severe weather, chance of thunderstorms tonight, damaging wind and large hail. I mean, there are so many things to talk about when it comes to the weather, Dave.
And there's a lot of colors, the codes,
Yes.
the reds, the oranges.
Yes.
You're going to break it all down for us.
I am, because they can often come across as confusing. What are these colors? And we do have we have an enhanced risk in effect for tonight, and we don't typically see that here in New England. So it is a rare event that we're seeing. We do have a level 3 enhanced risk. The Storm Prediction Center has put that out for later tonight, and that will be for the northern parts of our state, mainly areas north of Route 2. And what this means is we typically, I'll take this back, we usually see a marginal level 1 risk, that dark green on your screen. You've seen it multiple times this summer. We've seen a few times this summer so far we've been in a slight level 2 risk. And enhanced means that we have the potential for numerous strong to severe thunderstorms that are persistent. We could see a few intense storms with that, and we can't even rule out a few isolated tornadoes in the mix too when we have an enhanced SPC risk.
It's kind of, you throw up that graphic and it's kind of deceiving because it looks like a rainbow. It's like, oh, everything looks great today, you know?
I know, yep. So the SPC goes from level 1 to level 5, and we are in a level 3 for northern parts of our state. Portland and the surrounding areas are in a level 2 slight risk, which means that those areas could see a potential for scattered strong to severe storms. Can't rule out isolated strong intense storms where we could see a spin-up tornado possible. Again, that goes for the interior, including mid-coast Maine and the Portland area. The most intense storms, however, are going to be moving from north to south, and that timing is still accurate, as Emily was saying earlier, from 7 p.m. tonight until around midnight. So I just wanted to also throw out how rare it is that Maine is put in a enhanced level 3 risk. Portland, Lewiston, and Rangeley have only been in a day 1 enhanced risk once.
Wow.
And now some areas twice.
Since records started?
Since like 1987. Really? So once this whole SPC kind of struck and went into gear and they started up their program, Bangor has never been in a day 1 level 3 risk, which day 1 just means today. They do a day 1, 2, and 3 for that many days out. But now Rangeley will be bumped up to 2 times. They've been in an enhanced level 3 risk on day 1 because of today they are in.
And the more sun that we have throughout the day,
yep,
will that fuel even, could
yes,
that make the thunderstorms even stronger?
Yeah, so that's something that me and meteorologist Emily Santom have been talking a lot about this morning, because we do have some wildfire smoke in the area, which could be potentially blocking some of that sunshine that we get. And what the sun does, it heats up our ground and it's able to produce lift in our atmosphere that creates a lot of that instability that we need to create thunderstorms and potentially tornadoes. And if we don't get enough sun today, I'm not going to say that we're not going to get intense storms, because I do think that the probability is really high that we do see at least a couple of storms that could become severe. But the more sunshine we get, yes, the more potential we do have for some possible more severe storms. I do also want to go over quickly these conditional intensity groups that are new as of this year that the Storm Prediction Center and National Weather Service has put out. They're the hatch marks that you're going to see here in a minute, and it goes from level 1 to 3. There's hatched lines, solid lines, and crossed lines. And this goes in to show the level of intensity the storms could potentially have. So we are looking at potentially some intense storms. Level 2 is the possibility for some greater destruction. And then the most violent level is level 3 with those cross marks. So you're going to see this a lot on social media today. If you go on and see some people posting about the weather, you could see some of these hatch markings online. We showed them earlier today as well and yesterday, and it means the area in the in these hatched areas do have the potential to see some intense storms. And it's something that the National Weather Service just issued and put out this program in March of this year. So this is the first time New England has seen anything like this kind of hatched area in our state. This is our tornado threat on your screen right now. The yellow marks a 10% risk of tornadoes. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, Hannah, that's really low. That's not really that high of a risk. But we do not typically see anything above a 5% risk for tornadoes. So if we are going to see a tornado, it is great that we could see or the greatest risk could be in that yellow area that you see on your screen right now.
Yeah, 10% is 10%. I mean,
Exactly.
it's still a chance. And this is like weather 101. We just got quite the education here, Hannah.
I'm glad.
That is really interesting, and I'm sure the whole weather team's going to be all over this today.
Yes, and these maps are really useful for us to help let the viewers know where exactly we are estimating the severe weather to be in. That's why we like to use those color-coded maps.
Yeah, I mean, Hannah, when you look at this, I mean, we're talking about warnings, watches, advisories, a weather warn, heat advisory, heat index, damaging wind, large hail, thunderstorm. I mean, like you got everything going on except snow, I think, right?
Right, like the list goes on and on,
Yeah.
right? I will say that the National Weather Service has not issued any severe thunderstorm watches at this moment. There are no tornado watches at the moment. I will be interested to see if they do put up severe thunderstorm watches later this afternoon. And again, a watch means that we have the ingredients in our atmosphere to produce those severe thunderstorms, but we are not seeing them at the moment. A warning is when we would be seeing them at a given moment.
So watch out for the warnings.
Yes, watch out for those warnings. And if you hear thunder, head indoors. You want to be weather aware today. Download your weather apps. If you have a NOAA radio, turn it up so you have a way to receive weather alerts later today.
The hail, do you have any idea how big it could get?
We do have the possibility that we could see severe hail, which means anything above a quarter in size, which is around an inch in diameter. That is all possible, especially for northern Maine today.
Close to a golf ball.
Yeah.
Close.
Absolutely.
If you have any weather-related questions you'd like to ask, scan the QR code on your screen and click on Weather Authority. There you can leave us a question, and you might see them answered on air.
All right, thanks, Hannah. Hey, coming up.